Good evening, Uncle John. Good evening, Iceman. And good evening, Sebastian and Uncle John here on Discord as well. It is late for me, but I'm wide awake and I was dying to do this flight anyway today, so I hope you guys are going to enjoy it with me. I'm literally, almost at midnight, but I'm going to do it, see how far I get. One thing, Uncle John, I haven't told you. Oh, he's now muted. I hope you're listening to me on YouTube. One thing I did today was I updated my STKP, and I've been fiddling with it a little bit. And I don't know if it's due to me or what, but I like some of the stuff that I see now. I changed a lot of settings in this thing. I'm going to have to go double check everything. But all of a sudden, it's like it's talking to me again. So anyway, yeah, I'm using it. Okay. So I'm using STKP again. I'll try and find my feet and maybe use it a little bit more. My biggest concern I have is this live map, because in all the previous versions it killed me, man. It killed my system. It's too much for my old potato PC. It starts differently already. That's me, obviously. Okay, I've got auto zoom on. Hold on. Auto zoom off. Let's see. I lose like 7 frames, 6-7 frames, easy, just by going to the live map, which is strange. I watched. No, I can't remember his name. One of the guys on YouTube was using it, and he's so fluid. He doesn't even know of any issue. I'm hoping with my new PC the problem will go away. That's all I can hope. Because this is really, it's nice. But I don't want to lose 7 FPS on my potato PC. That's the only thing. As long as it doesn't move, it seems to be fairly stable. I've gained a few FPS. Now I'm only down about 4 or 5. Gained about 2 or 3. Yep. Anyway, okay, so I'm fiddling with it. I like the idea that we've got this back. This just helps a lot. I don't know these charts, if this is, oh yeah, this is chart Fox. Let's have a look, see what they look like. Where do we flip them? Can we flip them? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay, you can't move them, you have to move the sliders. Okay, so it's obviously onderste bo, upside down right now. And this obviously doesn't cover the whole of the Earth, but it looks cool. Let's see arrival charts. Seven years, Uncle John, 7 years. It served me well. It cost me a bundle then. This new one's going to cost me double what this one cost me. So I'm hoping this one will be cool too. It's 34. No, it can't be. Okay, that's 199. Alright, okay. Alright, this is cool. Let's go back to flight summary. I'm done. Let's rather get going. Before we go, let's do this. I'll quickly show you. I mean, we all know what Navigraph looks like. I actually put my Navigraph into STKP now as well. So there we go. There's the whole of Navigraph. Let's go to the airport. So we all know what this looks like. I'm still running the Lido charts here in the background. I'll put that on the screen now as well, so you guys can see the difference. So that's Navigraph. Here's Lido coming up now. That's the Lido ones. Just open that up. I still don't know all the abbreviations these guys use. It's so different. That shouldn't be it. Right, so on these charts, they don't actually have the parking bays. That's an interesting thing. Right, we're going to, we parked somewhere here. We're going to use runway 5 to get out of here and heading select mode and vector ourselves around, see what it looks like. Alright, so FMC is programmed, MCP to do, then you know what, let's start the AP while we wait. 1, 2, 3. Quickly set up this thing and get going. I'm climbing to 360. Need to be on heading of 51 degrees. 51 degrees, that's all correct. We can't use you guys, but we can use you. Right, I need to go check something quickly. Because it's so dark, I see what I sometimes do is I forget to press the execute button on this page. Oops. And that's fine. Right, okay. So we can't use VNAV because that thing is not set correct. Alright, so both FDs are done. Ready to go. Close the doors. Let's send the ground crews away. Control drive away. Right, if I don't talk to myself a bit tonight, I'm gonna fall asleep. I'm awake, but I'm just scared, you know. We'll have to talk to myself a bit. And then obviously you know where I'm thinking and what I'm thinking and what I'm doing, so. Alright, beacon can come on. Before start procedure.
Before start procedure.
Thank you, Linda. Uncle John, ACARS has started. I thankfully started that earlier.
Before start procedure complete.
Hello, Krister.
Ready for before
Yeah, no,
start
that's fine.
checklist.
I can use VNAV anyway. It was me just forgetting the flight director on the FO side. Right, I think that's it. I'm not flying online, so I don't care for ATC at this point in time. Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
Yeah, no, LNAV I'm not worried about, but thanks. Yeah, you're right. You're 100% correct. I'm just not worried about it right now.
N2.
Welcome to the 10th viewer.
Starter cutout.
Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Yeah, me too, Christer. Me too. Yeah, you know, Christer, I was thinking earlier. I can't remember the name outright now.
25N2.
Give me a second. Maybe I can find it on the map. I'll tell you now. Give me a second. Keflavik in what's it, Greenland or Iceland? I don't know. One of them. Keflavik. If we, I must actually try and get the scenery for that. So if we fly to Veigar, we can fly from Veigar to Keflavik and back. You know, and it's over the water and it's a way to go. But I've never really used BIKF Keflavik. Yeah, that's the one. Iceland. Yeah, I've never really gone there. So I was thinking that might be something I can look at in the future to make a bit of an investment with. All right. Let's go.
Isn't it Reykjavik that you're thinking of, Nicola?
No. Christer is right. It's Keflavik. It's the main city/airport or airport for the main island. So it's if you go to Veigar, where we were this morning, and you look to the west, that first island, that's Iceland. And on the southern tip, you'll find this airport. And I know MK Studios make the scenery, and they've got it through Orbex. So that's something, not for X-Plane 12 yet, by the way. We're waiting for the X-Plane 12 scenery. But it's available for FS 2020 at least. And I'm pretty sure you can find some for X-Plane 11 as well. Just waiting on the version.
I do know the main airport for Iceland is Reykjavik.
Okay, alright, I didn't know that. But this one is right at the southern tip.
Okay.
One is for packs and one is for cargo. Okay. Well, you guys have me confused. Hold on. Let me go there. Go back.
Keflavik is where Iceland Air goes.
Yeah. Keflavik is BIKF. That's the one I'm talking about. Where's this Reykjavik? Let's just... quickly have a look. So there's the one airport. Where's the other airport, guys?
It's a bit further inland.
Well, I'm looking for it. I just don't see the emblem. Oh, there is an emblem for an airport. Which one is that? No. Oh, that one. Oh, there's another airport there. I missed it. There's Reykjavik. That's Berk. Yeah, that's the other one. Ooh, they're very close to each other, actually. I didn't realize. I'm looking all over the place here. Well,
there is quite there is quite a few airports out there, but on the eastern side, and there's a few on the bottom as well.
Yeah. Well, there's Reykjavik, there's Keflavik.
But that site what you're looking at there is the most suitable area for the main airports.
Yes. So I'll investigate the scenery and let you guys know, but I think that'll be a swell trip. You know, you go up from here, you go to Veigar over there, and then you go over there. You know, I don't know what on earth, which airports we'll find here in Greenland or Iceland or whatever the heck you call this place, Greenland, I don't know. Yeah, my geography sucks. So anyway, I don't see. I'm zoomed out too far. There should be some airport somewhere here. You know, we might end up in the US of A or Canada if we follow this route. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's not important right now. Before takeoff procedure, I was just, you know,
Before takeoff
thinking about it,
procedure.
thinking out loud.
Before
I'll go
takeoff
find it,
procedure
Christer.
complete.
I'll do proper homework. We'll get
Ready
there.
for before takeoff checklist.
Right, let's go.
Stabilized.
Thank you, Flaps. I'm sitting talking too much nonsense.
Takeoff thrust set.
Move it, man, Flaps, move it.
80 knots. Throttle hold. Ready for before taxi procedure. Flaps 5 set. V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Get up. Wow, it feels nice to be back home in this cockpit. Eh?
Acceleration altitude. Approaching transition.
Tomorrow's another day, Christer.
Flaps 1 set. Transition altitude. Flaps up and set.
Yes, sir. Few little hiccups.
Flight level 100, landing lights switches off.
I'm sure they do, Krister. Let me show you quickly. Right, so that's Inverness. There's the Faroe Islands. That is where we were this morning. Then we have Reykjavik, Keflavik over there, whichever one will work. And if you go over this way, there is the airport. EGSF. And it's got a nice 2,800 meter runway and all, so you're gonna hop from there to there, and then obviously you're gonna have to find your way here into Canada somehow. Just come down there. Imagine that. Yeah, something like that, huh? It's a cool idea. FS 2020 has messed up my whole mouse operation. My mind is now working the other way around. Well, Uncle John, I've never flown to Keflavik, Reykjavik, or this other Kalkerlusak, however you mention that name, pronounce it. That's definitely something we can think about. I'll investigate it and get back to you.
Well, the guys seem to enjoy those.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with it, Uncle John. Really, really good idea.
Well, it's a challenge, isn't it?
Yeah. Hello, Carl. How are
Hello,
you?
Carl.
How are you doing? Excellent.
Good to hear. You got a bit of flash in there, Nico.
Yeah, I can see.
It's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah. Carl, I'm okay. I'm wide awake, believe it or not. And it's, what's the time now? 11:30 p.m. It's almost midnight. And for some reason, I find myself wanting to fly. So, I had to scratch the itch. Okay, thanks. I mean, I can feel it's time to think about going to bed, but so far so good. We'll try stick it out. And hopefully by the time I'm done, my head's just going to touch the pillow and I'm going to be gone. Go scratch it, Christer. Go scratch.
Just don't scratch it off.
Yeah, or disturb the wife,
Absolutely.
Please let her sleep in peace. Anyway, enjoy.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Hello, William.
Evening, William.
Night, Christer.
No.
Yeah, I found myself too awake to even contemplate sleep, William.
Good evening, gents.
Hello,
It's Mr. Mac.
Hey, Mac.
Have you got any of your roll-on deodorant, Mac?
I don't believe in that stuff. Got the rolls.
All right. It's only me and you know what it's about, Mac.
Yeah. No, Nico knows as well.
Does he?
Yeah.
Getting Zibo withdrawals, Mac.
Yeah, I noticed from your post. To be honest, I mean, if he's trying to program the second FMC fully and take over completely from Lamina, then he's got his work cut out. Admitted, a lot of the code would be, but he still needs to wait for certain things to be settled with Lamina first.
Yeah, they could put a big nail in it.
Yeah, exactly. And we don't know all the command lines that have been left available. Maybe some of them are blocked at the moment. You may have to wait until Explain 12's released fully.
Yeah. Yeah, most probably will.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd let him know that we haven't forgot him.
Yeah. See, the thing is, if he puts too many updates out and people are still complaining about the handling and the weather, now, who's going to complain that it's Zibo's fault when we know that really it's Lamina's fault currently?
Yeah, William Neal is not here yet. That's McTrying, Sebastian, Uncle John and me here on Discord.
Oh, you streaming?
Yes, that's why
Oh,
we're in
sorry.
live.
Beg your pardon.
No, I
Didn't
don't.
think you'd be flying online this late.
Yeah, Mac, I wanted to do this flight the whole day and we got busy. You know that handyman story I told you guys about, that the guy was supposed to come 3 weeks ago already?
Yeah.
He never came. I've been putting off the job, and this afternoon me and Reinhard started the job on our own, and we did very well. We've completed probably 45% of the wall already, and the spikes are up, and so it's getting there.
So you've got a new skill, have you?
It's actually an old skill. I think what changed was the laziness went away a bit. You know, I just, when me and Reinhard, we were up late last night. In actual fact, early morning this morning. We were sitting here chatting and I said to him, you know what? Today's the day. Let's just go start it. Let's see if we can do this. And I mean, the skill in using the hammer to whack a nail into the wall was assisted with no more nails. You know, got a glue gun and we started, you know, using the glue and the nails quite effectively, and the spikes seem to be happy, we're happy, and you know, I never got to fly again today, and this is why I'm flying now.
Okay. I suppose the telling time will be when the winds come in the winter.
Our biggest, strongest winds are usually October and September. Not October, sorry, I'm lying. August and September. But yeah, I'll send you some pictures in the morning. I don't have it on me now, and then you know, look, see.
No swollen thumbs then.
Nah.
His eyesight's all right then, John. I meant to look. Nico, you know when you said you had no problems with the Navicraft in the VA, is that using Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge?
Edge. I'm using Edge.
Oh, blimey.
But I mean, it's the same thing. It's just branded a little bit differently. But in essence, it's the same browser.
Apart from the fact that you don't have the same options.
Yeah, it's obviously been OEM'd for Microsoft versus OEM'd for Google. You know,
Yeah,
it's just
what I'm getting at, the control of third-party cookies. You can individually set them in Google Chrome. You can't in Microsoft.
Never looked at it that way. All I know is my thing works.
Yeah. No, it's all right. I'm trying to work with Mako to try and determine where the option is, what I can do to get it working in Chrome, in Edge rather. I can get it working in Chrome, I just can't get it working in Edge.
Mine's working in Edge. That's what I'm surprised about. I mean, I can show you. Give me a second. I'll put it up.
Oh, I accept what you're saying.
There it is. Yeah, I know you do. I'm just saying it's funny. Yeah, Cole, thank you.
Yeah, I'll accept that. What I can't do I can't find in Edge at the moment. If you got a website and you want to make third-party cookies available to that site only, I cannot find the link where to do it. Or it's written in a language that I don't see it and identify it correctly.
Weird.
William asked you a question.
I know, I'm trying to get there. William, I don't know. As far as I know, it was an official announcement. If it wasn't, we all believing a lie. I don't know. I don't know. I swear I don't know. Mac.
Yep.
Another thing, SDKP updated. It is now version 1.1.0. And I see they've changed a couple of things. It's not as harsh on my FPS when I go to the live map. It does take some, but not as harsh as it used to be. The only thing I cannot get working in it is WebEye. WebEye is telling me up yours in no uncertain terms. Look, that's all it does. It just goes thinking the whole day.
Yeah, well, you see, that's the problem I've got. Exactly the same with Navigraph in Microsoft Edge.
Interesting.
With the VA. So I've made one or two changes and, allowed certain things. I can now get to the sign-in screen of Navigraph within the VA, but I cannot get to sign in. There's one feature it won't pull, and that's the API business. So I then try and use the link underneath to sign in, and it can't. I get that message that I posted in the Discord, and I don't know the way around it.
I don't know, but on the note of Navigraph in the VA, I spoke to Disposable Hero personally this morning. Okay, and I asked him I asked him about this story that we can't have Navigraph in the new VA. And after a while, and me giving him all kinds of information and screenshots and all, he said to me, there's no reason why you can't have it. And he said to me he'll speak to Mako, because either there's something him and I don't know, why Mako says you can't put it in. But the system is just a website. All you do is you just add the line of code in a little frame and it should work. So
I think it's down to the fact that Mako doesn't want to get... Now, I'm not going to say it on air. I'll keep this private. Private thoughts at the moment, Jan. Sorry.
Well, I want Navigraph in it because that's part
Yes.
and parcel of the VA. You can't take
Yes.
it out because that's like taking 5 steps back. I want it in.
And there's so much to be gained because the features of the meta site now have changed, the default meta site, and what with the crosswinds and everything available in Navigraph, it makes even more sense to use the latest
Exactly.
Navigraph.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Anyway, this flight is, you can see the aircraft's moving a bit, so it's responding to wind and all, but it's not, you know, shaking our lungs loose
I'm going
out
to
of our
say,
torsos.
what's the wind actually doing? Can you zoom in a bit?
Yeah, let's get there. It says 180, it's a bit lively, it's 180 to 85 at 70 to 73. Just moving slightly.
Yeah. Apart from, I think, that update period, which that is a direct input, I don't believe, from Zibo. I think that's laminate.
Oh yeah.
Right, now then, at the moment, perhaps it's updating too quickly. I don't know how quickly the real aircraft updates that information. And unless you're very involved in the technical side, probably very few maintenance personnel would know.
Well, yeah.
It's one of those very difficult ones. It's a very technical aspect of the aircraft. And it's because that wind's responding and the Zibo's trying to respond to that fast fluctuating reported wind. So, yeah. What's the Grand Prix yet, John?
No, 11:15 it starts.
Right, brilliant race.
Good.
You'll enjoy it.
It was nice to see I was on the front row.
Yeah. I'm not going to say anything because you know I won't spoil it for you.
That was a shock for the 24 lap though, wasn't it?
Yeah. All I will say is that in the race there are 2 safety cars. That's the only thing I will say to you.
Oh, good. Well, don't say anything.
You'll understand why I did say it, John, when you watch.
Just don't say any more.
No, I won't, honest.
If we've got any newbies here and you need any questions answered, Please fire away. We need to keep Nico awake.
I'm awake, I'm awake.
Don't be frightened. No questions, silly.
Let me think. A beginning question.
What, you a newbie?
Where do you find the QNH for your arrival airfield in X-Plane 12?
In my box that's open on my screen right now.
Is that available to everybody yet?
No. This is another test that I'm doing for him.
So
I know.
I'm just-
It was strange that you asked that because I just opened that box.
Yeah.
Anyway, otherwise, go to the map. Just find it on the map.
Top of descent distance?
Huh?
What's your top of descent?
136.
Thank you. 20 minutes.
Oh, we must be passing over Birmingham area then.
So let's see.
No. It's north of there.
Yeah, no.
Just
way
north of Birmingham. Won't be far.
You'll be
north of
descending when you get over Warsaw. That's North Birmingham.
Oh, right, blimey, yeah, you are quite.
I'm still very high.
Yeah,
Well,
sorry,
right.
you said 136, the top of descent.
Yeah,
didn't you?
not from the
yeah.
destination.
Where are you, Nico?
Well, look on my screen. I'm way northwest of Leeds, Uncle John. Way up.
Yeah, that's right. You're well up
Well,
here.
you're over the Lake District at the moment.
Okay. Is that the Lake District? Okay.
Well,
He's near Blackpool.
Yes. Blackpool is next.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, by the way, I was quite surprised at your routing flying from Vega into Inverness last
Yeah.
night.
That was this morning, but
This morning.
that's Eurocontrol. They gave it to me.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't take you Stornoway way, but hey ho.
There was 4 successful landings in there.
Was that brilliant?
We had good time going both ways.
I'll watch it later.
It
Well,
wasn't because me, you, and
Armand,
Neil,
huh?
Neil,
Neil and Armand, yes.
very challenging approach.
what, into Vega
Yeah.
or into Inverness is straightforward.
Going up there. .02, wasn't it? If I remember rightly.
05 into EGPE, and we did 30 yesterday in the morning and then 12 in the evening on Vagar.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, we got both.
So, okay, I'm going to ask you 2 questions. One is, which felt the better flying model, i.e. flying the PMDG 737 or flying the Zibo?
Mac, the Zibo flies better for me.
Right, And when it came to the scenery aspects and the clouds, which did you feel gave you more realism?
2020, Mac.
Yeah. This is it, folks. There's a reason, depending on what you're looking for. What I'm getting at is each simulator has its benefits.
Yep.
And if you're a beginning simulator, I can understand why you
Go for
may
2020.
feel 2020, whereas if you're a serious simmer with familiarity with particular aircraft types, then you're probably better off with X-Plane 11/12.
Yep.
Nico sent me a video of aerobatic, and there was a guy flying X-Plane with the same plane. You wouldn't do that in 2020, I'm telling you. You want to send him?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm totally in agreement with. It depends what you're looking
What do we
for
do? Yeah, it depends on what you want to do.
and what your knowledge is about aviation and how in-depth you want to get involved in flying characteristics.
Yep.
X-Plane got the dynamics spot on.
Yeah, Uncle John, that video, I actually put it in Skymatix chat. It's right above our heads here, that one.
Okay. I would highly recommend watching that. It's brilliant.
I'm hoping that there's still quite considerable improvements to come in the weather engine in X-Plane 12, and maybe there is. But it isn't here with us yet.
Yeah. There you go, guys, on stream. I've just put the link to the video we're talking about there for you guys. You can go have a look.
Enjoy.
It's out of this world. And Mac, believe it or not, if you watch my video coming into Inverness with the 737-800 from PMDG and you check the winds on finals, you'll see exactly the same behavior as the Zibo. The winds was rocking that aircraft there. Not stable at all.
Well, having said that, I'm watching a lot of real-time aviation at Manchester Airport. When you see some of the cockpit videos of gusty winds from within real 737s, the pilots are constantly moving the controls and fighting it. But they have that seat of the pants feedback, and they're able to take a bit of a proactive approach into keeping on the ILS, whereas we have to wait for visual indications only.
No, that's true. But all I'm saying is that nobody's unique. It seems to be a common thing at this moment.
Yeah. And maybe we've got an unrealistic expectation of what weather is really like at altitude.
It could be. We had an interesting discussion the other day. Can't say much, but weather-wise, me and the weather guys, and I tell you what, I don't think we understand half of it or a quarter of it.
Yeah.
Like these guys do make these models who generate weather and things like this. It is definitely, it is out of this world.
Well, the only thing is the weather system in the world, to try and computerize it, is one of the most complicated things in the world. Just think of weather forecasting and the massive supercomputers they have to use to even try and forecast what the weather's going to be like 3 days ahead.
They're still very wrong.
Yeah.
and they still get it wrong.
No, I've
That's
just
how complicated
noticed.
it is.
I've just noticed we're a bit off the line here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's because, look, I mean, the waypoint distance was extremely long. I don't know what it was in the beginning. It appears to be that same old story of the semicircular, not semicircular, what do we call it? I'm tired to think now. The Great Circle. The aircraft's flying it correctly, but it's drawing it kind of skew. It's just off because the distance between the waypoints is more than 130 nautical miles. And that's where the problem comes in. And then it's like the magenta line kind of goes a bit skew. Yeah, I'm losing my frames, and now I must be close to Manchester. No, not even, but
Oh, you've always passed Manchester?
no, I'm close to Liverpool. Manchester is
Where?
not, yeah. I'm at Liverpool, just on top of Liverpool.
Wow, it took a long time. From Blackpool to Liverpool.
Well, the problem is my frames is 15 frames per second, Uncle John, so remember, explain reduces the time.
Gotcha.
You know, so I am suffering like hell over here for
Yeah,
some
you're
reason.
flying half speed at the moment. over
Exactly.
ground, yeah.
And when I look up like that, look, when I look up like that, I've got 30 frames.
Right, we'll just look upwards then, don't
Stop
try
there,
your
then.
HUD, try putting your HUD down, Nico.
Keep looking out the left-hand window. Leave it there.
No, that
Right,
doesn't help.
now
you have to
look at your HUD, see what happens with your frame rates
No,
now.
it's crap. Same crap.
Okay.
It's
so
because I'm
it's-
looking out. It's those clouds there. It's those bloody clouds over there.
Okay, okay.
If I look up, then my speed's okay again.
Yeah.
And you know, this problem, this nonsense, if you go to Explain 11 and you use Xenvaro or what was that other one, Enhanced Skyscapes, you don't have this crap. It just doesn't happen. But you can, any and every time there is the slightest hint of a 2D cloud that gets in the way or some filler or something, it just dies. Yeah, I'm getting 30 frames now.
You'll be down to Manchester soon. I'll get your new PC, Nico. We can't keep going on like this.
Yeah.
Well, there's no guarantee it's going to resolve everything, Joe.
No, but this is one thing
Yeah.
I'd love to get rid of.
Can't make it any worse.
No, I agree.
Oh,
I still think it's a bit early. I know it'd be nice to have, but I still think it's a bit early days, given how many motherboards are available and how many of them are actually being manufactured and available. By the way, I have been reading up a little bit on that Asus F1, Nika, and yes, it gets quite a good write-up. You know, I was on about the power side of things. Definitely the better motherboard than the Gigabyte one.
Oh, yes.
But it is pricey. Whether they'll be forced to drop the price, we'll have to wait and see.
Well, I'm speaking to a new supplier tomorrow. I need to do the reseller application.
Yeah.
And hopefully I get some good pricing on it.
Yeah, no, it's it's all to do with the fact that they're being sold at recommended retail price. They're not being overpriced in many, but they haven't got any offers on at the moment, which just life at the moment.
Even right there, I'm getting 22 frames now. The moment I did that, there you go, below 20, now I'm at 19.
Yeah.
Stop it!
I'm just checking it.
Oh, by the way, John, that memory still hasn't come into stock. It's late.
Okay, we're still all right for
Ready for
time.
descent
Yeah,
procedure.
I appreciate that.
We've got 3 weeks, because I shall go to my sister. Mind you, it doesn't matter, does it? Because you can always get it resent down to me if it's the last thing.
If necessary, but yeah, I don't think it'll be that late.
No.
If not, just have to cancel the order.
Yeah.
Mac, those Gigabyte and the ASRock boards I showed you, all of them have a default memory clock speed of 4800. If you want to put the 5600 in there, you have to overclock those boards, by the way, which is another reason I'm not even looking at them.
Yeah, the Asus one, is it 5600 or 5800?
No, 5600 is standard, and then 5800 and above you have to overclock.
Yeah, that's why I chose the memory that we decided on.
Ooh. I get good frames looking like this as well. I can just as well look like this, then I know where I'm going. I've got 29, 30, 31 frames now.
Ridiculous. We're there yet, Dad?
Almost, son. Suck on that lollipop. We're almost there.
Okay.
30, what's it? 30 or 38 nautical miles. We'll see when it changes just now to top of descent. Probably 30. Yeah, it was 30, so now it's 29.
Four minutes.
I can confirm that memory that we have bought, John, is in the UK. The stock has arrived, so it should be available tomorrow.
Okay.
2 other UK sites have now got it. All more expensive, so.
By the sound of it, sometime this week.
I would think so. Put it this way, the 2 sites that have got it in the UK are in excess of £390.
Wow.
But limited quantity available. So, because we just have to wait and see. Interesting. I like it. Wow. Anybody who's looking at it, DDR5 memory costs are dropping rapidly.
Mm.
Approach top of descent.
Are you still with us, Carl?
I don't think he's come back. He would have said
Yeah.
that.
No,
He was
you got called away.
I appreciate that. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
I was going to ask if you can spare a few minutes when the stream's finished. That was all. Discord.
Well, I ain't got 2 extra minutes. When this thing says amen, I'm diving for that bed. It's already 10 past midnight here.
It was your decision, buddy.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that's it for me.
You got a long day ahead of you tomorrow?
Yeah, I need to go to a customer first thing. No, I have no idea how long I'm going to be there. No idea. You hear, Uncle John? If you don't hear from me, it's because I'm running already.
Okay, but general chat. Where's general chat? General. To general sun chat. No. General chat. What's going on?
General chats in the Avea group.
Yeah. That's not where it is. There's all sorts going on. Keeps coming across my screen about Lebanon. I can't track them down.
Oh, right, okay. That's not coming from Nico's Discord then.
Come from Discord.
Yeah, but not from Nico's channel. Be one of the others you've got, you're joined.
Enter general chat.
Could be, I don't know. I don't know how many Discord servers you're a member of, John.
Loads.
Exactly, but it's not coming from Nico's. I'm not getting it. Oh, did you like that vid I sent you, John, of the last flight out of Doncaster?
Oh, yes, yes. Yeah, that was extremely good.
Did you see about the man ends his 20-year airport joke
Yeah.
in Wales? I was thinking perhaps we ought to create the airfield for X-Plane.
Well, I've never ever landed in Sheffield. I might do that this week just to say I've been there.
Or as I knew it, RAF Finningley.
That flashing does my head in.
Yeah.
And it's random. This is the thing.
I'll come back, Carl. Carl, if you have a few minutes after the stream's finished, could we have a chat in Discord at all?
No problem, Cole. Mac was just looking for you earlier because, like you said, he wants to just have a word with you in Discord quickly after the stream, if possible. So that's all.
Okay.
Deal, get a bit like that.
Hello, Neil. Yeah, it's time to sleep.
You're okay, Carl. I'm not anyone. I'm someone.
Echo number 2.
Mm.
What you do, walking in your sleep? Look at that flashing.
Yeah, I've flipped away now.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. Never mind used to be. I think you are now.
Mm.
Go back to bed, son. Go on, go back to bed.
No, don't say that. My brain is hearing sleep now. Sleep. And then we can have a problem. Who's going to land this plane?
I'm thinking of port now. Sleepwalking.
Are you doing an ILS landing, Nico?
VOR DME.
Oh, So you can't even do an auto land.
Nope.
See, if you did an auto land, you could fall asleep.
12's not overly good for auto land. Good luck, Neil.
I've heard of a fly on the wall, Neil, but never a fly on the cloud.
Look at this. Concentrate on the cockpit. The flashing comes down there.
This is where the light is bouncing back through the cockpit. There's a serious problem here.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
We've had this from day one. He's a right comedian. Yeah, like dancing without stripes, oh. Well, you've got 9 lights and we've got 11 watching, haven't you?
Yeah, we've cycled through a couple of viewers already.
That's
Come
nice.
and go, come and go.
Start dancing again. Strobes are on.
Did you do the 2020 update to 11, Nico?
I was on 11. I'm still on the 11 beta team. And yes, I did the 40th anniversary update.
Impressed or not?
No, it's okay. It seems to be a bit more stable.
Yeah. Well, I haven't read anything sort of anti it at the moment, particularly.
I need to go check out the 800 again because I kept on losing the autopilot. Completely just died.
Really?
And, yeah, in SU11 it was crazy. You couldn't fly that thing. Or at least I could.
Okay.
So, but that's why I flew the 700 the last 2 days.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I've never been happy with that 800 since they released it.
Mike and I have never been up. Period.
Mind you, hang on, Nico. I wanted to show you something. I don't know whether I showed you or not. I'm going to share my screen. Something weird in X-Plane 12. when you've got a second.
I'll join you just now. Just want to set my courses. I
Yeah,
forgot
no.
about my courses. Okay, watching.
Okay, see this reflection here
Mm-hmm.
from the building?
Mm-hmm.
Look what happens when I look down.
Yeah, it goes away.
And the same happens on there, look.
Yeah, I see.
Now that's not realistic.
No, tell me quickly. Tell me quickly. Your shadow settings. Where's your shadow settings at?
Graphics.
Move it to aircraft only and see if it still does it. Move it to the way left. Shadows. All the way left.
Shadow quality, you mean?
Yeah, all the way left. Then it's only on the aircraft. Shadows only on the aircraft. Just try it. Let's see if it does the same thing. I'm just curious. That's why I'm asking.
But I mean, the draw distance is exactly the same, so I can't understand why it should be a problem there.
No idea.
Yep, it still does it.
Alright, I was just wondering.
Yep.
You can set your setting black now.
Yep. I think it was there. But yeah, weird one.
Mm.
They're not realistic values, but I'm glad to see TR1, 2 and 3 are giving
Some
outputs
values.
properly. Yeah. Let's see. We're on, right. TR1, 2, 3.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches on.
Because we haven't got any generators running at the moment. We've got nothing happening. Okay. That's interesting. My flight by
Your what?
X-plane is paused at the moment, and yet I can still switch change.
Hmm.
So that just goes to show just how much is still running when X-plane is paused. See, I can turn the switches on, but it doesn't start the fuel pumps.
Anybody know what POM is?
POM?
POM.
No.
It's kind of potato.
No, some group. POM.
No idea.
What group?
Well, the initials are POM. Papa Oscar Mike.
Yeah, but in which context? Where do you see it?
Yeah, well, these boxes I keep telling Mac that's flashing up. They're going on about Lamina.
Oh, right.
General chat. It's in something called POM. POM.
I don't know, because I don't get it, so difficult to say.
Approaching transition.
We can only hope, Scotsman. I mean, Beta 12 isn't out that long, so... Man, this flickering is now putting me to sleep.
You've only got... We're not there yet, Dad.
No.
My lollipops gone.
Now you got to suck your thumb just for a little while. We're almost there.
Yeah. Yeah, miles, is it? 12 miles? 12 miles.
Yeah, but we need to do the teardrop on the other side and come back.
Ah, well, I didn't do that. I just hit the... Oh, hold on, you're coming into 20, aren't you?
I'm going to land in runway 02. I'm coming from 20, but landing
Flaps 5
02.
set.
Trust you to drag it out.
Ready for approach checklist.
We came in on 20. So you got to backtrack as well, lad, if you're going to do 02.
I have no idea.
I'm just saying, you got to backtrack.
Depends.
We shall see. Your flaps 40, maximum braking.
It looks like Pom might be referring to a bot, John.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Well, they're on about laminate. And I'm trying to get the gist of it.
Yeah.
Big discussions. I'd convinced myself you were coming into 20.
Mac, remember you showed me if you press and hold the right hand mouse button, you can change the orientation of the map.
Yeah.
How do you reset it? Go back to
Just
it.
press in the middle with the left mouse button.
Press in the middle with the left mouse button. What do you mean?
Let me have a look. Go back to your stream. Let me. Yeah. Where are you? Where
Oh,
are
I
you
just
gone?
click on the map, then it puts it back.
It-
Don't worry.
Yeah.
I just click on it, it goes back.
You
Yeah,
got
go.
it there.
Nico, we set up for 20 this afternoon. Then we got ATC on, and ATC changed it to 02.
Mm-hmm.
And then about 100 miles out, it suddenly changed it back to 2.
Wow. Wow. I heard Kevin was saying something like that. It's crazy.
But like a yo-yo.
Hello, George. Oh, absolutely.
Good.
Glad you can join us. Yes, George, absolutely. Yeah. Enough to cry about.
In it.
It's alien Morse code, actually.
Calling the hive.
You've had a good battery in on this flight.
Yeah.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Hey, Cole.
Thought I would pop in and say hello and all that.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, Carl. Nice to see you.
Thanks for joining.
Likewise, likewise. Trust you gentlemen are doing well.
We are indeed.
I'm falling asleep here, Cole. Can't hardly keep my eyes open. I just need to quickly land and go take a dive.
So what at first was a burst of energy has now been precluded by your, how would you say it, late night aerial excursion.
Yes, exactly. I'm now spent.
He's dragging it out, Carl.
Carl, we've just got to hope that Linda is capable of landing this aircraft.
Yeah. Unless he goes to the pub.
I heard she was okay in the air, but bugger all on landings.
Yeah, I don't
So it could
trust
be a
her to
problem.
land yet. No, I do the landings.
I think you ought to let Linda do it.
I don't know, Uncle John.
Reason I want to chat with you, Carl, is to pick your brains about Microsoft Edge when the stream's over.
Yeah, sure.
I could have Neil, but my brain is on a go slow. It's busy shutting down, and I'm afraid I won't be able to sync fast enough to react fast enough. That's my biggest concern.
Radio altimeter.
1,000 to go.
Southampton actually is one of those airports it's very difficult to get into because there's so much overhead traffic.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got everything coming from the west to go to Heathrow, all that taking off from Heathrow, all that coming east into Heathrow, all that taking off and going west from Heathrow, and you've got all that from the south coming north and going, into the Midlands and stuff like that, that you have to get down low underneath it all to approach Southampton.
Well, that makes a lot of sense now that you said that. Position-wise, yeah, totally. The traffic of the airspace of the two major feeders coming in there, and then this guy jammed right in the middle.
Yeah.
That's the same way that Tustin, Marine Corps Air Station Tustin in Southern California used to be between, at the time, it was before we had airspace conversion, so it was called the Airport Radar Service Area, or the ARSA. Now it's Class C. Between those two towers at Orange County, or John Wayne, and El Toro Marine Corps Air Station, and sandwiched right where those two airspaces literally joined, it looked like a butt. Two big round cheeks, and then right in the crack, that's exactly where the runway at Tustin was. So you have the feeders coming in from the north, because they usually land to the south at John Wayne, and all the traffic coming in off the ocean coming up to the north in the opposite direction to El Toro, and then right in the middle you had to feed in helicopters, and thankfully they were helicopters, because the maneuverability and other things you can do with them you can't do with planes to get them right into Tustin. It was a really difficult airspace configuration to deal with.
Hey Neil, you heard that? Oh wow, look at this flickering now. Och nee. Now I have to make my volume much less. Now I'm gonna wake everything and everybody in this house if I put the reversers on.
We're going to have to backtrack a little.
1000 to level off.
1,000 to go.
Flaps 30 set. Ready for landing checklist. Taxi lights on.
Approaching decision height.
I'm not certain that Southampton's even cleared for 738, 800, 737,
That's
800.
right, there they are.
We don't take any notice.
Clear to land runway 02.
I know. I know they applied to get an extension on the runway.
400.
It's all gone quiet
300.
again.
I don't know if you guys saw the announcement here lately, but Boeing has pretty much conceded that Airbus is right now the king of the single aisle transport jet aircraft. They
100.
pretty much shit canned the what was going to be the 79,
50.
the new medium aircraft or
20.
whatever. So that was going to be the 757, 767 replacement. With that being shelved, now there's nothing else. They're just going to work on heavies, and that's pretty much it until about 2035, I think is it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they've still got to sort out the 777X yet.
69.
I think they'll do that. I think this will actually let them do that, taking
Yeah.
that pressure
Great
off.
landing.
But you know,
You are
they're still
professional.
trying to work through the MAX debacle, which I think is a bigger headache. And the whole thing that led to the MAX is why we don't have a 797, right? Because they
Yeah.
were trying to cut corners instead of
Yeah.
doing proper engineering. That's that whole McDonnell Douglas nightmare. They never should have bought or taken over, what are you going to call it, McDonnell Douglas. That was the biggest mistake. That took the focus off of the engineering that gave us the 777, which is a fine aircraft, by the way. And that was the last true bit of innovation, because the 787 was like, you know, after all that, it was just, it's terrible watching such a fine company take such a nosedive.
Yeah, but I mean the 350 is certainly falling in favour
Flaps
with a
up and
lot
set.
of airlines at the moment.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Gents,
Very nicely done, Nico.
yeah, I'm going to, I think, just stop the stream right here. I am totally spent. So,
Yes, sir.
you guys
Don't
must
forget
have...
the bucket.
Sorry, Uncle John?
Don't forget the bucket.
No, I will book it quickly. So
Well,
I'm
you've got to
gonna...
shut your engines down first.
Yeah, I'll do everything just now. But I'm gonna stop the stream right here, and I'll speak to you guys sometime in the week. Gents,
Okay.
ladies. have a
Nicely
good-
done, Nico. Thank you anyway.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
See you later.
Bye, everyone.